Hello? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, sorry again about the wait. It's just a million things happened all at once. All right, so you wanted to start off with some bot review, right? Cool, cool. And that is... Okay, got it. Cool, cool. I'm just sitting through an ad real quick. All right, let me share screen with you. Oop, wrong thing. Okay, can you see? Cool. Let me just make sure the recording can see too. Okay. All right, so it was with versus Katy Perry, huh? Is this you? No, this is you. No, okay, yeah. Sorry. Gotcha. There we go. Yeah, TopShadow. Okay. Yep, as you said. All right, so interesting against Lucas. This is an interesting matchup for sure. So before we get into this, so this is session number 2 for us. Oh, good thing I noticed. There we go. Say something.
Test 1, 2.
There we go. Okay. Did you get a chance to take a look at any of the videos I sent you?
Yeah, the ones that you sent. English is hard. The ones you sent me specifically, I watched. I didn't actually have time to go through any of the other guides in the playlist, but
Oh, that's fine.
um, I watched the ledge trapping and I watched the frame data one, and I learned about on the website with the frame data how the red and the green stack up, how
Great.
it adds to your shield time and all that, and that was all super useful. But that's really all I went over. Those 3 videos.
Well, that's really good to know. I'm glad you watched them. I hope they were helpful to you. But yeah, you should be able to piece together a lot of things on your own now that you know how to analyze and how to find frame data yourself in
Mm-hmm.
terms of what's safe and what's not. I think that's going to help your play quite a bit. So let's see here. Against PK or KP, whichever one. I'm going to turn the speed to 0.75 because I generally find that that makes it easier to get like good efficient VOD review.
Okay.
And let's check it out. All right, starting out, we're just holding center. Okay, immediately, I don't like this.
Hmm.
First off, you're spacing very, very high on shield, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of out of shield options are going to be able to hit you here. In fact, I'm thinking he's probably going to fair you out of shield here. He went for a nair, and you were safe enough to avoid nair, which is good. But overall, I don't think this was a great nair. If you're going to put nair pressure in the corner, I recommend you hit with the tip of your sword, right?
Okay.
Not just because it makes it safer, but because it keeps you in center stage, right? So
Yeah.
if he rolls in here, he's suddenly behind you and he has center. But if you space it where the tip of the sword hits his shield right here, basically, then
Mm-hmm.
he can't really roll behind you, and you get to hold center even if your nair doesn't hit, right? But this nair into roll off stage, like, yeah, you got away with the nair on shield, but you didn't get anything out of it really, and now
Mm-hmm.
you are the one in disadvantage. Correct? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to be really careful when it comes to your openers and your decisions like this, because this is just a way to put yourself in the corner. So now he has all this space. He's using it too. He's dashing back. He's jumping around. Trying to be ambiguous with his movement. He's like, all right, I now have an advantage. Let me try to find a whiff punish. He doesn't find it, and you get a nice little down tilt. If you find a down tilt at 0, I find it you either need to hit that down back air that's true, or
Okay.
a thing you can do is you can do like a short hop and wait for their air dodge, and then try to like nair their air dodge and keep a combo going that way. There's a few options.
Okay.
Or you could just wait. A lot of people air dodge there. You can wait, and then you could down tilt their landing or grab their landing, something like that. Make sure the recording is working. Yeah, we're good. Okay. All right, let's see what we do in disadvantage. We jump and we drift back to center. I like this. You didn't try to re-engage him. You took the space he gave you, and you were like, okay, I'm going back to mid. All right, let's take another look here. Okay, he misses the roll in. Yeah, so far everything's good, but these quick draw ins aren't going to work very well on characters with either big disjoints in front of them or characters that like to use projectiles a lot. Like, you can't do this against, say, like a Samus or a King K. Rool. And a Lucas who likes to use PK Fire a lot, these quick draws are going to be bad as well. Because they're just going to be always covering in front of them. So, like, and with a disjointed move. So it's going to be really hard to catch a Lucas this way unless you're sure he's going to commit to, like, a Nair or something. Because his aerials are so big that he can often just, like, outbox quick draw. All right, we're getting comboed. How are we going to recover? This is Lucas. Okay, so this is the one thing you don't want to do against Lucas, and that is double jump into PK Thunder. It's not like Ness where it sends you up, right? Lucas's is always going to do this stupid little semi-spike thing that is like, if you get hit with no jump, you're dead. So what I do here, I would either start charging a quick draw right now and go straight to ledge, like without jumping. Just quick draw, you can make that. Or I would jump and then air dodge up and in. You have barely enough space to do it. That one's a little bit riskier because sometimes you'll still get caught by the active trail, but it can work. Or I would jump up and out and try to quick draw over it. So those are all options, but double jumping into it is always going to get you killed. Like, you're dead here. There's literally nothing you can do. So,
yep.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's how it is in the matchup. You got to be really, really conscious of how that works. All right, how are we using our pressure? You need to be conscious that you have a really big advantage for, 5 seconds when you have this invulnerability, and it's really important that you use it. So that means forcing him to the corner and seeing what he does, trying to find an opening. I think you were trying to get a back hit nair out here, which is fine, but I think you could have used your pressure a little bit better. Like, get on him, And then if he feels uncomfortable and he rolls, you can, grab his roll or something. But you have to put that pressure on to force him to pick a bad option. Okay. Down tilt. Okay, missing the fair, but that's okay. Okay, so he caught on here. Let's see. Let's count how many times you did it. You did jump, aerial, shield, jump, aerial, shield, jump, aerial, shield, jump, aerial. That time you rolled, but you hit that. Jump, aerial, shield. And then he calls you out, right? He's like, okay, I know you're going to jump out of this. And he is correct. So just make sure you're mixing up your patterns. Anytime he does that full hop rising nair, that's a commitment from him, right? So if you see him do that and you're on the ground still, you can just fair him or up tilt him or something. So you need to mix up your timings so that he can't call you out with committal moves like that. Because he needs to be afraid that you're going to not do it and punish him. So ambiguity is really important. This move, first off, do you know you can mash out of it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Generally, if he's doing PK freeze, I'll try to go to ledge because that'll give me the most invulnerability. But I would probably have gone low. He's committed fully to this freeze, so I would have either tried to quick draw quickly to ledge. Like I talked to you about the alternate recovery methods, right? Where you go low and you do a double. I would do something like that. I would air dodge to ledge, or I would go low and double jump air dodge, something like that. Going high and trying to hit him is pretty much going to be always reactable by him if he already has the freeze here. Like, the hitbox is pretty big. And then, yeah, he's always going to try to snipe you with the PK fire out. You got a little bit lucky not to get hit by it. But, got to be careful. All right, we are in trouble. How are we going to recover here? Okay, you still had your double jump. If you ever still have your double jump, I don't really recommend this air dodge in. Because it puts you in lag for a really long time.
Okay.
If you do this air dodge in like this, first off, Ike dies earlier sometimes if he air dodges in because it'll put his leg out into the blast zone or something. But also, if he had not committed to this neutral B, he could have just fared you here because you're in a ton of lag. But he goes for the PK freeze. If you're here, you have zero reason to ether. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can so easily make that with an air dodge up. So the fact that you commit to an ether here, you're really only giving yourself a chance to die. Even if he doesn't punish it here, you're giving him a chance to kill you. You got to reduce those chances.
Yeah. So just don't air dodge out of the or next to the black zone, so I can mix up my recovery on him.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the other things that's bad about air dodging in like that is you then can't use your air dodge to recover. It's not an option. Okay. Ledge trap time. We gave him up all this space, and then again, you're landing your nair on him, right?
Yeah.
I would land it spaced out. You got a safe enough spacing that you rolled away. He took the bait, but better players. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but like either he will catch on and start waiting for your roll and calling out your roll, or better players will already. That was much better. That was the kind of recovery I'm talking about. Be smart, mix. He was hoping you were just going to ether here, but instead you air dodged up, which is very good. I think we just talked about that, right?
Yep.
Cool. And it saved your ass here. This is really well timed, really well angled. Excellent stuff. You did it right if you slow it all the way down and your character is invulnerable basically all the way through, right? You're going to have the first 2 frames when you grab ledge where you're going to be vulnerable always, but you want to be flashing white like this the whole time. So look. So we had 2 frames there. You saw a brief flash where we were vulnerable, but other than that, it was perfect. You air dodged into the ledge snap range, which is what you want to do. Okay. Nice little air-to-air quick draw. I told you I really like these sometimes, especially if you're close and within their reaction range. I know I said not to do them, but it's a lot worse out of disadvantage than it is just in neutral because it's they expect it when you're in disadvantage. So here, you just did a little air-to-air called out his jump. I like that a lot. You did it. And the fact that you did it close enough to him that he can't do a retreating PK fire or get a fair out in time means that this is going to catch his jump pretty often. And even if it doesn't catch his jump, you just land and it auto-cancels. And it's punishable, but it's not that punishable, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, nice tech. Roll away was smart. Lucas isn't always fast enough to follow up unless he commits to a PK fire. See, these are the quick draws I think are bad in matchups like this. You get away with it, sort of. I mean, he calls out your landing habit here. Okay, but you get the up B. He is barely dead because you have rage. Okay. So, in this situation, what's running through your head?
Get away from him while he's got iframes.
True, but assume the iframes have run out. What are you thinking, that your general game plan needs to be right now?
Get safe damage or try to trade a stock with him.
Yes, that is true. But you need to, in your mind, have what moves he's going to try to kill you with, right? So for Lucas, it would be fair. He could find a down tilt, F tilt. Dash attack can kill sometimes, or a grab, right? He wants one of those on you, maybe a PK fire if he's, he can PK fire you on ledge and kill you, or PK fire you and then edge guard you. He wants one of those. So it's your job to not put yourself in a position to get hit by that stuff. So yeah, he's going for those PK fires. I really dislike this air dodge. Incredibly risky. And what are you gaining out of it, right? I guess center stage, but, definitely not the air dodge you want to be doing. You've already avoided this. It's like you got spooked, right? You've already avoided the PK fire, You did manage to get through his Zair and take center, but I think that was just him not being ready for your air dodge.
Yeah.
Okay, Nair up tilt. You have a lot of rage here. So Nair up tilt will work, but if you hit him with the tip of Nair and he's DIing out, he'll end up out of this F tilt, up tilt range. Yep. Lucas is a really floaty character. So he'll end up higher than most, and your up tilt will miss, even though it's a true combo at 0 most of the time. Okay, that's a pretty safe Nair. What are you going to do? Okay, you have a habit. Do you see what it is?
Yep. Whenever I land a safe option on shield, I roll through.
You either roll through or you roll away. You've done both this game. But you've never spot dodged. You've never jumped again. You've never down tilted to keep up your shield pressure. You're pretty much always either nair roll behind or nair roll away. And he's going to start calling those out if he's a solid player. Yeah, there is a little too much rolling in general, I would say.
Yeah.
Not in a huge way. Like, you're not rolling as a movement option or anything, but you definitely need to cut those down. Make sure you get the full hop here. It's something you actually have to practice, because you have, I believe I was talking to Saint, I think he said it was a 3-frame window to hit down through a full hop fair. So you need to input a full hop, and then within the first 3 frames of your jump, input a fair, right? And that's how you get this to be true. So 3-frame window, totally doable. I do it all the time with down throw fair. But you got to practice it, right? Another option is just to go for up air here, which is not that hard. The problem is you did your fair too early here, and so it gave you the buffered option, right? So yeah, you want to try to avoid that if possible, because it is a true combo. Okay, this, we were just talking about how am I going to safely hit him, right?
Yeah, this is probably the least safe option I could have gone for.
Yeah, and I think you're going to get away with it. Yes, you are, because the amount of times people get away with this, including myself, and I go for bad ethers sometimes when I get scared, right? Because I'm like, I need armor right now. But, yeah, you got away with it, which is good, but definitely not the option I would have chosen. Or maybe I would have, but should have chosen. Okay, I like this. You're moving back. You're playing around his threat bubble, throwing out some safe hitboxes. You've missed a fast fall, and you're going to get hard punished for that. Yep. This is why we do drills, right? Yeah, because I'm guarantee you did not mean to full hop rising nair here. You just missed your fast fall timing, right? It happens to me sometimes too, especially transitioning from online to offline, right? Because you'll start inputting things early because your visual cues assume there's delay, right? So just doing even when you get to a local, just doing those movement drills for 10 minutes before you start playing friendlies with people can help a lot with that stuff. Okay, and you just got called out because nair is really bad rising. There, it happened again. And a third time, right? So it seems like you're good at short hop fast falling, but you got to make sure you can get those full hops. Because like I said, they're different timings, so those drills are going to help you out a lot. All right. I actually kind of like this up B, even though it doesn't work. That's just Ike being iffy sometimes. Yeah. But, you saw him drifting in with something unsafe, and so you went with the option with the big hitbox with the frame 5 armor. I don't understand how this one, this looks so perfect, and yet he drifts out. It's really unfortunate. Just fly straight through it. Yeah. If you see this happening, you see his angle being bad, you can hold in to make it more likely that he stays in, but I think he was falling out of this one no matter what. I've noticed that fast fallers and floaty characters fall out, and then, all of the middle cast generally stay in pretty well. So it'll be Fox and Ness, which is weird, because they're, total opposites in a lot of ways. Yeah. Okay. Gotta hit those techs. Oh, man. Unfortunate. Yeah, he just stayed on you and shadowed you, which is what the PK boys are really good at doing. Just following your movement and shadowing you with hitboxes. So nair fair, chasing your miss tech. So yeah, this covers both tech roll in, miss tech, and neutral tech. So, getting hit onto these spots is scary. Yeah, you had to tech out and turn it into a 50-50. The thing is, if you tech roll out, he probably can only cover with a Zare or a PK Fire, and you're likely to survive those. So he's here shadowing. I can't really see what's going on down there, but I think he was trying to PK Fire you. Doesn't matter. You don't make it back. Did you not have a double jump here?
I think I probably did. I don't see where he would have taken it, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it might have happened in the... Yeah, you had a double jump. There's no reason you couldn't have double jump recovered here.
I believe I did. I just panic optioned and said,
gotcha. Yeah, it happens. You were close to making it back. I mean, your instinct to not use side B was good. I mean, not use jump, sorry, was good to hold on to it, but you just got to get comfortable enough to know exactly when you're the right height. And you were close here, but you weren't quite there. So, got to be aware. All right, let's see how game 2 goes. All right. So yeah, another execution error. Gonna get you blown up a little bit here. But those are the easiest thing to fix. So when you see that in a VOD, you should be happy because it's like, hey, I know exactly what to do now. There's no ambiguity. Lucas's advantage state is pretty good. All right. So that roll was a little iffy. I know you're trying to roll through a PK fire and get a punish or something, but just watch the rolls. You just do it a little too much. I'm not saying don't ever do it. Just, watch it.
Just do it less.
Yeah, or just do it with a purpose. Because it's pretty hard to roll through PK fire. I don't even know if you can do it reactively. So, okay, let's see. We're holding center. That's good. You shouldn't be full drifting at your opponent unless you have unless you think they are going to dash back, right? Okay. And this Lucas has been pretty aggressive for the most part. He's been jumping in at you and trying to anti-air you. So these full hops in, these short hops in, either one are gonna get called out by Lucas like this. You have all this space, use it, right? Do like a drift back fair or a drift back nair, or even threaten with some back airs, or run up and do like dash dance in his face. Just, you don't always have to be jumping towards your opponent with full drift in. Be a little ambiguous with your movement, or you're just gonna get called out like this all the time. Okay, that time he calls you out. He said, "All right, landing there, he's gonna roll behind." You do go by he, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Side B. This is a decent nair. It's not perfect, right? You see how low your sword is there? You're probably like 2 frames worse than before, but that would make it -7, which Lucas can't always true punish at a shield. Okay, but then he called out your roll behind, which is good. Okay, murder. This is one of 3 ads. Wow. Did you know that Twitch channels get 0 ad revenue from ads on their videos?
Really?
Yep.
I actually did not know that.
Absolutely 0. It all goes to Twitch.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we get ads, if there's an ad during the stream, we'll get revenue from that, but not like this. Anyway, is there any questions you had about the game in the downtime?
Not really.
Gotcha.
No, I kind of understand what I've been messing up here and what I need to work on.
That's definitely good news. How was your local? Was it fun?
So we pulled up and it's a big ass abandoned mall.
Oh, cool.
Like, it's huge, and there were 3 working shops. And so outside of this old arcade in the middle of this abandoned mall, there was just a huge setup full of people playing Smash, and it was like the coolest environment ever. I had so much fun.
That sounds sick. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun. Results or not, it's just always a good time. Especially if your scene is full of cool people, which I hope it is. All right. So landing there, getting a bunch of combos. Ooh, you were a little early and you almost died for it, but it worked, so I can't really criticize too much. Yeah, you recognize that this was a high fair on your shield, so you grabbed it. Good stuff. No reason not to get up air fair here.
Yeah.
You can squeeze in, it's literally like 13 more %, which is, having them at 52 instead of 39 is pretty significant. So, I like your idea to tech chase here. Let's watch it again. Sorry, yeah, I wish you could go back by 1 second. Okay. Fair, force the tech. It's good, but you up air just like way too early and you short hopped, right? If you do a full hop and delay, you can cover the whole platform and cover all tech options. I don't hate this up B, but it's like way late.
Yeah.
Okay. So we landed a back hit in air. What are you planning to do here? Okay.
I should back air. Not 100% certain why I rolled back, but
yeah. Well, you might have just buffered it because you were planning to shield. Because you tend to aerial and then shield a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you thought you were going to hit a shield. And so you were doing your old habit. But yeah. So you can either do another nair onto the plat and then a back air or an up air. Or even, I got this set up on RVDT in person this weekend. It was game 3. I was down 170. Like, I was at 170 third stock last game, and he was at like 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
I landed this nair, do another nair onto the platform, and then just F smashed him and killed him and won the game, won the set. Like,
From the platform or the bottom?
I do a nair here, I do a nair up here, and then F smash. Just charge an F smash and wait for the air dodge. It's cheesy and it doesn't always work, but definitely have it in your pocket because it would kill him here. Because you see how he pops up perfectly for another nair on the plat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something you can start
Is
to go
that
for.
is that a full hop nair?
Yes.
Okay.
Another
I have never in my life hit a nair and then into another follow up. I haven't had the opportunity where I'm like aware to do it.
Yep. Well, I made a video about how to practice it, and also it's just it's important. I think you should definitely grind it out.
Yeah.
So if you're going to miss your follow up, you need to call out his tech option because he was just, I think he missed tech actually.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said here, get used to hitting those timings because like with a good up air, you can cover everything. So here you missed the follow up, and then you were like, oh, I gotta cover everything. So or maybe you thought he was gonna jump, which is fine. But I would have done like a short hop and delayed an up air to cover the whole platform. Is what I would have done.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good up B. Okay, I like the quick draw to create space. This is smart too, because you can always fade back to ledge if it misses. So in this situation where they're probably going to hit the platform, right? Not this one, the next one. You can drift back, slam them off the stage, and then go up for an up air. And it's not 100% true. Like if you re-grab ledge and you slam them against the stage, you can do a full hop up air from ledge, and you'll have frame advantage most of the time. They can air dodge it, but if they try to swing, you'll almost always hit them. As opposed to when you land on the stage like this and they hit the plat and you don't really get much out of it, right? Because you're in lag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you read the air dodge and then you just did the wrong aerial. Unfortunate. That was good. That was a good instinct of advantage state. Okay, clashing. Interesting punish, but hey, it's probably all you could have gotten at that point since you didn't commit to an aerial earlier. You could have maybe back aired. All right. So can't get a kill off this. So what are we going to do? How are we going to play advantage? So when you notice people like to land with aerials from the corner like this, you can place a dash attack here and anti-air them with dash attack and kill them at absurd percent. So it would have worked wonderfully here. Especially people who like to swing at a disadvantage like this. Yeah, you could have killed Lucas here. You don't want to do it every time, but you need to make them afraid of your dash attack at these percents. It's really important. I really don't like that quick draw. It's really committal. You're on the ground, so it can't cancel. And if you hit it, what do you get, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is zero reason to quick draw instead of, like, if you're going to commit to something that covers this space, why not dash attack? Right? So,
okay.
Because dash attack will actually kill, and it's safer. A lot of people don't really know this, but, like, dash attack is minus 17 on shield, which is not safe, but you're not going to get F smashed for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then quick draw. Quick draw is minus 22, minus 28. It's also 16 frame startup, 15 frame startup. Dash attack is faster, stronger, covers the same space, and is safer. It actually covers more space. So there's no reason that this shouldn't be a dash attack if you're going to do it at all.
Okay.
But also just, there's no reason to hard commit right now either. But yeah, make him afraid of dash attack. Don't make him afraid of quick draw. Who cares about if he gets hit by a quick draw, right? I like this a lot. You decided I'm gonna mix, right? Am I gonna land here, here, or here? He has to guess, and he guessed wrong, and you got away with it. So yeah, I really like the positioning of that ether. Even if it missed, it created ambiguity, and you didn't die because of that. Okay, what can we do? Oh, never against Lucas.
Yeah.
Never against Lucas. It's
Yep.
just a bad idea. The amount of reversals that Lucas can get
Yeah.
in this situation.
I do that on the next stock as well and get spiked
Yep,
at absurdly low percent.
that's how it be against this character. Okay, how do we kill? Oh, okay. I don't do this much, but I think it can be good because it can call out jump as well as roll and neutral get up if you time it right. In terms of coverage, it's really good, but it is very committal. So you better be
Yeah.
sure on your read. But it worked, and you got him, so that's good. I usually try to ether behind myself because you can do it out of shield.
Yeah.
But hey, you can up smash out of shield too. It's just a lot slower. Okay, try not to get juggled too much. Okay, we hit the near F tilt. That's good. Is that a combo we went over? Trying to remember.
I don't think so. I think I already knew Nair.
Yeah, you
up
already
tilt.
knew it. That's true. Sorry, that was a different student. So you got the Nair up tilt. All right, good delay on the get up attack there. Okay, he's scared. Yep, not gonna get a punish. Nice, Nair bear. Okay. Yep, you're gonna get bared. It's over.
Yep.
Not against Lucas. Not when you have a lead and you don't need to risk this much against Lucas for sure.
Yeah.
There's just no reason. You know, I know you're feeling yourself here, but yeah, know who you're playing against. You need a different plan for every character. You can't do the same thing every time against every character. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just don't know why up B, right? Like,
Yeah.
at most you get 22% or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just not worth the risk. Sorry, I know you're watching a highlight reel of yourself getting bared at 0. So yeah, just do an up tilt, right?
Yeah.
There's a million things you can do to threaten this space without committing hard to a move that's like minus 20 something. But then again, you got away with it. So I like that. I think that's a good quick draw. Doing it at this height where it'll auto cancel if you miss is very good. And using it when you think he's going to jump as like an anti-air, I think that's smart. Yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah, and you got the height like perfect. Ooh, okay. If you're gonna, you might as well just like up tilt or something if you're gonna parry that.
Yeah.
Just take the damage. Like you're not getting anything crazy, but so much of parry game is not always about parrying everything. It's about reacting to the fact that you got a parry and then doing something. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. What does parrying actually do? Does it give me more frames to like
yes.
react?
And again, I know I keep saying this, but I did make a video entirely about this. So you get 3 extra frames to react, but it also gets you out of shield for free. So you can do any move with no added. Like we talked about how there's 11 frames of shield drop.
Yeah.
You skip that completely. You can do any move. You can do a tilt. You can do a grab. You can do anything. A special. Yeah. So you can just up tilt out of a parry. It's really good for that reason. Because it basically buys you 14 frames of startup, right? Because you get the 3 frames extra that it gives you because it freezes them for 3 frames longer than it freezes you. And then you also get out of shield for free. Okay. Oh, you need better mash than that. You don't need to die here. What percent were you at?
Lower than the last time I mashed out of PK freeze, so
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think I just gave up.
Oh, I see. Do you know, how do you mash? What's your...
Whenever I'm like when I'm in a PK freeze, I tend to just like swing my thumb around the buttons on the right, and then whenever I'm like shield broken or in some kind of sleep, I will move my right hand over to my left stick and swing it in a circle as fast as possible.
Yeah, the circle swing is going to be the most consistent. I would do that in PK freeze as well.
Okay.
Because you need to get out of that thing quickly. It's important.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for your VOD review, right?
Yep.
Okay, I hope that was useful to you.
It definitely was.
Cool. So yeah, a recording of everything I said. I'll get that to you shortly. We have about 25 minutes left. Would you want to get some games?
I'm 100% down.
Cool. Is your name Massimo?
It's Massimo.
Cool. I got your PayPal. Just make sure that was you. All right, let me host up real quick.
Step into the ring.
Okay. Are you cool to go, since I was 10 minutes later, so are you cool to go 10 minutes over? Is that all right?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. All right, let's get some games. I can see you trying to implement things that I talked about, though, which is good, especially the air dodges.
Yeah. I spent a long time. Well, not really. I wouldn't say I spent a long time solo working on it, but whenever I was playing, I was keeping the different recovery routes, trying to not just side B every time.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you got to be conscious. And you were trying to save your double jump, even though you did it at times when it wasn't possible.
Yeah.
But, you know, the instinct is there, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you're feeling. So you just got to keep trying. All right, ditto time.
3, 2, 1.
And then yesterday I went over and spent a couple hours practicing with a friend offline, and that went well. He's better than I am, so it was good practice. But I have another larger tournament on Saturday, so hopefully
Great.
VODs to review and implement some more stuff. Fastball.
Unfortunate. So you can always get your own VOD reviews. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be as elaborate as being on stream. If you're playing a friend a bunch, you can record some replays and then just record them on your phone or something. You know, there's a million ways that we can make it happen. So if you found VOD review particularly useful, we can do it. We could also review our own games if you want. I don't think you had to die there, by the way. I think you could have DI'd out and down and lived. It didn't feel like the right percent.
Just DI'ing down.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you're doing down and out. Or it won't give you nearly as much survivability. You want to be perpendicular. Wow. You want to be perpendicular to the launch angle most of the time.
Okay.
So just out would have worked well too. If you get a full hop up air there, that's an extra fair.
Oh.
Yeah. Always risky, right? What's the risk reward of using up B there when I'm at 65? It's just not worth it, right?
Yeah.
As an Ike man who plays the Ditto all the time, I'm gonna know how to hard punish it.
Yep.
That's why it's so important to play people who know the matchup against your character well.
Mm-hmm. Forces you to pick the right options or die.
Three, 2, 1, go!
People are good at doing it. I mean, that's why Ether's so bad, right? Literally, if they get good at counterplaying it, it's just death every time.
If you space it correctly and have a spike, they die.
Yeah.
If they don't have a jump and you can hit them out, they die.
Even if you don't have a spike, a lot of characters can just F smash you.
Really?
Yeah. If they have, like, even Ike. It's hard for Ike to use F smash slowly. I'll show you if I can. See what I mean?
Boom. Yep.
It's not good. It's not a good recovery option. It just isn't. If you see me jabbing your shield, don't be afraid to up the out.
Okay.
Because it's either going to be minus enough for you to be able to up the out, or you're going to armor between my jabs. So. Okay. So I just know how to counterplay Ike better than you know how to counterplay Ike. You're making a bunch of small errors that are just costing you a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Three, two, one, go!
Do you notice how much time I'm spending not jumping at you, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of chilling, waiting. But again, you're putting on good pressure this game, so. That quick draw, though, you can't rely on it. Like, it's not bad, but use it when you know I'm going to jump. Don't use it just randomly. Because, like, I've been not jumping a lot. I've been just chilling back, holding shield, waiting for you to do something, or just using my movement. In which case, if I shield your quick draw, that's such a free punish for me. It's a bad neutral loss, not just a neutral loss. Learn your follow-ups at the different percents. If I'm not, like, a lot of people just hold out there, right? I'm not going to do that. Good players aren't going to just hold out. They know how to DI Ike combos. So I can do that sometimes, and I can threaten you even if you have your jump still. It's also, there's some characters that it just invalidates their recovery, that reverse ether. It's so good to practice. That was good. I like that platform pressure.
Do you ever go for like the falling back hit of up air for grounded opponents?
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing that's good about it is it's really good at hitting aerial opponents. You want to space it so that it's possible to hit grounded opponents, but like look at me using it here. It's a much better anti-air than it is anything else. Like you see how that catches jumps really well?
Yeah.
You want to space it low to the ground though, so that even if they don't jump, you're still threatening. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Cool.
So like there.
Yeah, like that. Yep. You can also do front hit if you really think they're gonna jump, and you can combo off that too.
What combos off of it?
Up air again, or back air, or there. Or if it's at 0, you can even ether up with it a lot of the time. See that? I get up air, fair. The fair wasn't true, but the up air was. And the fair can be true, it just wasn't fair. Watch those air dodges. Wow, you went straight up because it's out. It's sour spotted the F smash. That's really rare.
I did not expect to land back on stage. I was trying my best to drift to
Gotcha.
drift to ledge there.
Yep, you gotta get comfortable
Ready?
with all of the movement. Drill, drill, drill.
Three, two, one, go!
Good grab. Okay, nice. We're reading the eye now.
Now, does that just need to be a full hop?
Which thing?
The second grab.
I'm sorry. Oh, you mean like?
I tried to follow it up with. I tried to follow it up with up air after my second down throw, and I
Yeah.
short hop up air.
Yeah, it's true up until 60, but yeah, you are gonna have to start full hopping instead of short hopping. Nice. Good recovery. Oops. It meant to be a quick draw. You could have quick drawed back, I'm pretty sure. If you have your double jump, you can almost always quick draw back. You can either quick draw or air dodge in both cases. See how good that anti-air is, and then I get a back air off of it. That's true.
Yeah.
Commitment. I'm not gonna die at 91. Never.
Yeah.
You had the right idea, going off and threatening me there. You just didn't swing. Took your jump. So, you notice how I used up throw instead of down throw there?
Yeah.
It was because there's a 1 to 2 frame window that makes it not quite true. But Ike cannot air dodge in 1 to 2 frames. It takes him 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I do up throw fair there,
It
either
gets you in a better
is
position.
it's either gonna hit you or you're gonna double jump and I'm gonna take your double jump. So taking your double jump there was not just something I capitalized on, it was something I wanted to happen and planned for.
Okay.
So yeah, that can be a really nice setup at those earlier percents or even at higher percents to just like get people off stage without a jump, and then there you had no option. It's like I could just fair you again or get in your way. I like your instinct to go to ledge there. It's definitely your safest spot, especially at this percent. But it's going to be scarier against other characters who are faster and can get there to punish you more quickly. You see how far you can get with quick draw if you still have a double jump?
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal. Saves your ass in a lot of cases. So you actually can't full hop onto these plats unless you don't drift at all. It's really weird. Also, if you do an aerial, you'll go under it. Oh, let me show you real quick. It's really strange.
Okay.
So I can full hop up, but if I drift to the left or I drift to the right, no. If I do an aerial, I can still sometimes make it, but it'll like cancel my aerial. It's really weird. Like you just
That's only for Kalos?
yeah. So you can do aerials that'll cancel. But yeah, for some reason, only if you do like a full hop and don't drift at all can you get up here. That's why instant double jump is kind of nice here, because I can nair and then I can do an instant double jump nair and do a platform combo even on this stage. Yeah, it's hard. Oh my gosh, because you can't do C-stick nairs, so you have to be really quick with your inputs. But yeah, that's one of the few things that instant double jump gives Ike.
Okay.
Alright, we can reset here.
Sorry.
You're good. Oh, what? My jump just
Yeah.
Could be jump.
I need to stop mashing jump out of
It's done, yeah.
it's done. Dang, I was trying to counter.
Yeah, I went as early as possible to try to give you as little time to react as possible. I think you could have gotten there. So I noticed you air dodge up and in, right? So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I can hard commit here because he just wasted his defensive option. And like all you can do is like drift at that point. And since I'm a stock up, I can hard commit. And if you drift out, you die because you can't recover, right? So
Yeah.
what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, do I just save my air dodge there? Is that the only option?
I mean, yes, you might. I mean, if you had a double jump, you could have just double jumped instead of air dodging. But yeah, I mean, that's a scary situation no matter what. You know, don't let yourself get in that situation is a big thing. But you still had a double jump, I think. So a double jump quick draw would have been fine. It was decent pressure. You jump at a similar timing and shield every time. You gotta stay in shield a little longer than you think sometimes. Or a little less, so that I can't just call out your immediate, like, I'm basically thinking he's gonna react and his reaction's gonna be a jump. So if you just react and then wait a little bit, you can often catch me trying to catch whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So mixing up your timing as well as mixing up what you're going to do is gonna help a lot. Again, I think I've said this to you before, but people, when they talk about mix, they usually are talking about mixing up what they do. You also gotta mix up when you do it.
Yeah.
snapback. I did that twice in one game at the local this weekend.
Really?
Lost the set to it, yeah. I need a new controller.
How'd you place in the local?
I got like 9th in a 55-man local. But I was going to be top 8. Like, it was game 3. It was going pretty well, and then I just SD'd twice. So unfortunate.
The snapback is where you input one direction and then it goes the other direction afterwards, right?
Yeah, it's a controller issue.
And do you play on GameCube or?
I have a Pro controller.
Okay.
But it can happen with either one. I have a warranty though, so I just need to go at the GameStop cash in for a new controller for $10.
Yeah, I did the same thing when I went to get my Pro controller at Target.
It's a really good idea. Like, I've cashed it in 3 times, so $30
It's
for
like
3 controllers. Like,
It's like a 2-year warranty too, and I literally am thinking in my head within like 3 months of the way I mash on this thing, it's gonna be busted. So
Yeah, you were-
$10.
very smart investment. Because yeah, anytime I want a new one, just $10 at GameStop. I can just go trade it in, no questions asked.
Ready?
Alright, we have time for one more here. Again, any questions you have, I will answer after, but yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I'm definitely gonna try to get some VODs for you, whether it be playing with my my roommate, who I think is a slightly better player than I am, or at this tournament Saturday.
Yeah.
I thought the VOD review was super helpful, so
Also, if you bring your own Switch, your own setup, and
I
play
can
on
just
it,
save the replays.
yeah, you could just save replays and do it that way. But obviously, that's not always going to be reliable.
Yeah, I brought my own Switch to the local Saturday, but they already had enough switches and monitors that they didn't need my setup, so I just went and put it back.
Yeah, a lot of people have also just saved their replays and then go record it with their cell phones. I've seen people do that. Maybe watch those air dodges. You could have died for that. Don't know why I did that. That was a very strange option for me. I wouldn't have reacted well to it either. It was a good tech, though.
I air dodged after the tech and killed myself though, so.
True. It happens, I mean, especially online.
I love getting a rupture instead of quick draw. It's like the most. It's the most satisfying thing ever to lose 30% off of that.
Happens quite a bit. Or, every now and then. Should happen less than this, though. What a risky parry that got me nothing.
Was that only risky because if you missed it would have just been death?
Yeah. Yeah, that skews the risk reward pretty hard. So those feedback fairs to catch quick draw are so good in the Ditto. Oops, I just killed myself for no reason. If you ever see that air dodge, just fair me. Like I was saying, just fair me. It's much less, it's much easier, and you don't have to time anything. Just go off. That's it. Nice. You barely got it. See how easy that is? You need to recover. Yep. Nothing I can do. I have to do that air dodge to have a chance of making it back. And then you can just hit me
And
for
then
it.
I could just hit you for free.
Yep.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm not sure that your DI was the best there, but it is down in the city.
Don't stand in my way.
Alright.
Do you have a video on the different maps? Like, not just like which one's best for Ike, but like the differences between them, blast zone wise?
I don't. I know someone out there does, but I mean, that's a good idea for a video. Town and City has really small side blast zones, but it's really big. I don't know. It's just something we've all picked up on. But yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll go over that in a video soon. But no, I don't at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to get into. So that's something we can discuss next time if you want, or maybe I'll make a video on it. But if you have any questions about specific stages, of course, I'm here to answer them.
Against characters that don't have too much vertical prowess, Yoshi's is a good pick for me, right?
It can be. I mean, it's got really good platforms for Ike. It's got really small blast zones in both the top side and bottom, so we'll kill super early. It can be really risky against characters who take you off the top early, though.
Yeah. Obviously not like a Mario or a Mii Brawler, but
Yeah, but you got the right idea, though.
okay.
All right, that's our hour. Hope this was helpful.
All right, thank you very much.
Of course.
This was super helpful.
And the VOD will be on YouTube like last time.
Okay.
There's a lot of guides in that video that I think will interest you, and or in a lot of guides in that playlist. And also, I'm obligated to remind you that I have a review channel. And other than that, just let me know if you want to follow up.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Peace.